honey, welcome back. So I'm hoping to do 2 videos today. Obviously this is one of them. This one I'm going to focus on the new shade in the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm. Now I typically wear shade 9, which is this one here, and she came out with 9.5, which is this one here. So let me show you the difference. So again, this is 9 that I typically wear. And then this is 9.5, which is the new one. So the difference, 9 is said to be for dark, deep skin with golden undertones, and 9.5 is for dark, deep skin tones with neutral undertones. Now I also have 10 and 11. I typically use 10 for bronzer. Here's 10. See that? And then 11, which is the deepest shade, I use for contour. It's very deep for me. I'm like, I can't even see it. Here we go. So I'm going to, I don't know what I'm gonna do actually. Which one? That's 9. That's 10. I mean, that's 9.5. 10. It almost just like, I could do that, right? 11. Okay. So, what am I gonna do? I don't know. I think what I'll do is, you know, a lot of us have, of course, different skin, different tones, shades on our faces. I feel like 9 goes well sort of in the middle, right? And then 10 might go well on the perimeter. I don't know. I'm just gonna start, okay? Let me wipe this off and then I'll get. So let's start with some primer. Now the blurring balm tends to be very matte, especially as the day goes on, because it has upsolite in it, which is like a special ingredient that helps you stay matte. Because of that, I don't want to go in with the Universal Blurring Balm. If you haven't seen the Universal, it's like this, and it's just like no shade really. So I don't want to put that underneath the blurring balm because I want a little bit more moisture. So I'm going to go in with the Moisture Repair Balm Serum, balming it out. Now I don't use this very much. Here it is. It's not my fave thing from her. I think I actually like her beauty oil a bit more than this, but you know, it's here. I'm gonna use it. I don't know if this is one that I would repurchase, or who knows, I might start using it more, and who knows if I'll be like, I love it. Okay, just put a little bit of that on. You know, of course with Danessa you only need a little bit. And I'm going to start with shade 9, which is the shade I typically wear. And I'm just taking this, what's this? Brush. This is the Danessa Myricks and My Kitco collab brush. This is number 6. So this is shade 9. Now, the blurring balm does not give you a ton of coverage. Where did I go the other day? Oh, okay, let me tell you. So last week, on the 4th, I did this yoga challenge, y'all. Child, now I regularly go to yoga, okay? Regularly go. and they were celebrating, the yoga studio was celebrating their 5-year anniversary. Now, I started going to this yoga studio a year ago because there was just one day I was talking to all of my clients about yoga's so good for you and anxiety. And I used to do yoga and Pilates very regularly, but then I moved on to running, and then I moved on to jazzercise. And I was like, you know, I really want to get back into yoga. So I go and I Google, you know, yoga studios near me, and I see this one that is Black owned, and there's a whole bunch of therapists that actually work there as yoga instructors. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. So I like emailed and called them, and I was like, I want to come today. So like I immediately signed up, and I went, and I've been going ever since. So that is number 9. I feel like it looks pretty good, right? I'm gonna add a little bit of 9.5 and let's see what happens. This looks like you could eat it. Don't eat it, y'all, but it just looks yummy. It's called Yummy Skin. Okay. So I feel like maybe that gives a little bit of warmth, but it's neutral. I don't know. Tell me what you think. It might be one of those, like, depending upon what other products I use, like concealer, whatever else, it might be that will determine which one I wear. So I'll need both, right? I mean, I think I've gone through 2 or 3 of the 9s, so I'm gonna go through all of them. Anyway, so it was the 5-year anniversary of the opening of the studio. So they have like a whole bunch of different things to celebrate, and they have even more than yoga, okay? They have yoga, they have Pilates, they have like Thai massage, Reiki, meditation. They even have some like therapy groups. But I stick to, well, I do yoga regularly, I do Pilates regularly, and then I've done the Thai massage and a, what did I do? Like a tarot card thing. That was really cool. So on Thursday, they were like, we're going to have this event. It's 108 sun salutations. I'm going to go in with shade 10 as a bit of a bronzer. So, I don't know if you know what a sun salutation is, but just go ahead on Google and type in sun salutation. It's like a series of maybe like 12 moves or so for this one pose, right? So this is shade 10. I feel like it just gives a bit of a bronzing effect, right? So they've had this event twice before. Now the first time, last year, around this time in the summer, I was like, ain't no way on God's green earth I'm about to go up over there in the heat and do 108 sun salutations. Nope. So I was like, nah, I'm not even going to, like play myself like that. Then they did it in the winter for like winter solstice. And I was like, no. But this time, I was like, you know what? Like, maybe I could do it. Maybe I could do it, okay? And of course, the week before, I fell and sprained my ankle and hurt my shoulder. So I was like, is this a sign that I shouldn't be doing the 108? But, you know, I was like, I'm going to see how I feel on the day, how my ankle feels, how my shoulder feels, all that jazz. And the day came, and look, I already got some on my daggone. Okay. So I was like, I think maybe I can do it. So I was talking to Jan and Erica, and then I started telling my clients. Now I'm going to go in with 11. I don't really need to, but I want you to see how it looks. And I'm going to use that as a bit of contour. So y'all, I signed up. And even though I'm like a member and I have like unlimited monthly sessions or whatever, it was like 20 bucks. I'm like, okay, let me give $20 to the yoga studio. To the day, I was like, I don't know if I'm going. But I told so many people that I was like, I can't punk out this time. I can't punk out. I can't. So the day of, it was supposed to start at 10, and they were like, doors open at 9:30. So I was like, I'm gonna get there about 9:15 because I want to make sure that I have a spot underneath the air conditioning vent. Okay. So I also picked up her new concealers, or concealer in 2 shades. It's called the Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer for the eyes and the face. Yeah, so this just came out like last week, I think. Let me tell you a bit about it. It's a medium to full coverage all over the face soft matte concealer packed with 9 plant powered ingredients. Those ingredients are caffeine, cushion extract, orchid flower extract, echinacea extract, centella asatica, purslane extract, and that's it. So these things are supposed to help make your skin appear brighter and tighter, combat darkness and discoloration, increase luminosity and clarity, soothe. A soothing antioxidant is the echinacea for supposed anti-aging. It moisturizes and repairs the skin barrier and reduces inflammation and hydrates. That's a lot of claims. Now, you can use it to conceal your under eyes, go foundation free and just use the concealer as like a spot concealer. You can correct discoloration and dark spots. You can lift the face with a lighter shade. You can contour or bronze, and you can use this on blemishes. They say that 100% of people saw an improvement in hydration after 8 hours of use. 100% saw natural results after 8 hours. 94% said that the product improved under eye brightness, and 91% said it improves appearance of under eye. Now, we don't know how many people were in that study. It could be 2, it could be 200, it could be 2,000. So 100% of 2 doesn't mean much. So without knowing the sample size, it's kind of hard to say if that is significant in any way. So I purchased shade 13 and shade 14. Let me see if they have descriptions of these on her website. Okay, shade 13 is said to be tan with a warm undertone. I was hoping to use this one as like lighter. And then number 14 is said to be dark with a golden undertone. Oops, well. So you can see the undertones are a little different. I feel like they're orangier than I expected. But I'm gonna go ahead and use these as I would any concealer that I have. Okay, so back to the story. Where did I leave off? I'm not quite sure. The packaging is cute. I like how it's, yeah, it's cute. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna go, right, to the yoga thing. Because also, I had like the teachers, I had been to classes earlier in the week, and they were like, oh, did you sign up? Are you coming? And I'm like, maybe. I might cancel. And they were like, it's sold out in terms of there's no more space. So if you want to come, you like, you know, if you don't want to come, cancel so somebody else off the wait list can get the spot, right? I'm like, I don't want nobody taking my spot. Now, since I punked out of the first 2 times, I was like, listen, I just gotta go and do it. And you know, they're like, do as much as you can, take breaks when you need to, mama. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, okay? I did it, y'all. I also picked up her Yummy face brush. This is number 3. Now, I do have the other 2. I have 1 and 2. Be great if I can find them. But this is number 1, which has this like teardrop shape. I love this. I love using this to put on foundation. I'm so glad I got this brush. I got it at the makeup show in New York when I met Danessa. Do you remember that? And number 2, I have too many brushes. Okay, give me. Okay, here's number 2, and then now we have number 3. Okay, so I'm going to use this to pat the concealer in. All right, so it was the day of the thing. The challenge is what I call it. And I decided it's going to be hot. It's been 90-something degree, like mid-90s every day this week and last week. And I sweat. And I'm like, we're going to be sweating. It's supposed to be like 40-something people in the room. We're going to be close together. And my plan is to be under the AC vent. But I was like, I can't have on a lot of clothes. So I wore this little like, you know, like a workout bodysuit, but shorts. Girl, everything was showing. Everything was showing. And I was like, I don't know what to tell y'all because it's too hot. And I am going to need to not have much clothing on. So get there and they're like, leave everything in this room. And let's go ahead and go in to the studio. So I see a couple of folks that I'm friendly with, and we're all like, yeah, we about to be over there under the AC. And we start, y'all, and the owner, so it's a married couple that's the owner, a woman and a man. The owner, the woman, she's like, is that a spider? Oh, hell no. So, you know, we get started, and y'all, by number 5, I was like, who told me to do this? It's hot. I can touch everybody front and back. Like, I'm not gonna make it. And we have 103 of these left. Child, ooh. I made it, okay? I did all of them, all right? I did every single last one of them. There were some times that some of them included like a little child's pose or a little sit on my behind just real quick to get like a little bit of, you know, to catch my breath. But I did them, girl. I did them. And I think it started at 10. We probably started a little late. So it's supposed to be like 90 minutes. So I was out of there by like 12. Whew, girl, when I tell you, was it 12? It probably wasn't 12 exactly. I don't know. And afterwards, everyone's like, how are you feeling? I'm like, don't speak to me. I don't know. How am I supposed to feel? Did you enjoy it? No, I didn't enjoy it. I wouldn't use that word to describe how I'm feeling. I did not. Am I going to do it again? Probs not. Okay, I'm going to go in with 14. 13 is super yellow. I think I can definitely tone that down with powder and stuff. But let's put 14 here. 13 would definitely be good for like brightening. It does seem to dry down relatively quickly. And I do like the brush. I think that it is probably similar to some of the brushes in her collection with my Kitco. So this is the number 10. Like it has the same vibe. Wait. It's number 10. And the thing with the my Kitco one is that they have different sizes, like a small, medium, large. So here's number 9. Those are the two that like pop into mind immediately. So I did the thing. I told people I don't know if I'm gonna do it again. People are like, oh my god, don't say that. You're totally gonna do it. Okay. I usually say what I am and am not going to do. So we'll see. But I did feel like a badass afterwards. I did feel like a badass. I'm going to tell everybody. I will say it was hard, but it wasn't as hard as when I ran my marathon. Like, I don't think anything will beat that, child. That was a lot. This is what I want to use. That was a lot. So I'm just taking the brush that I used for the Blurring Balm foundation and just blending everything out. Now, I don't have the Danessa Myricks powder. I have to get it. I know Jessa has everything. I think she pretty much has all the shades of the powder. Just because I have so much powder that I need to get through. Okay, let me see. Speaking of so much powder, I think I will go in with the Oma Beauty Trippin' Smooth powder and use the shade Honey. So yeah, then after that, I'm taking one of my Kitco and Danessa Myricks brushes. This is the number 15. After that, I had, like, I'm making friends with people, right? Because like I said, there are a lot of therapists there, not only like doing classes, but also teaching classes and taking classes. So I've met a couple of other people, and one person, we like really connect. We see each other in a lot of classes. We've exchanged information, given each other like info to refer and stuff, refer clients to each other. And so I basically was like, girl, we should be friends. So, so like I said, I finished the thing at 12, and at first I was like, let's meet at 1, and then I realized that I was crazy, so we decided to meet at 1:30. And we went to this place, what is it called? All I remember is that one of the husbands of the Housewives of Potomac is the general manager. And I had this thing called Chesapeake pasta. It was so good. It had shrimp. I think it was shrimp and lobster. Was it shrimp and crab? And then like a, I tried to explain to Tracy. I just had to send her the menu. It was like a creamy sauce. Girl, it was so, I ate there was nothing left on the plate. And then I had this drink. It was some kind of drink, okay? I know this isn't helping at all, but that food was so good. It was expensive. I was like, girl, next time we going to McDonald's. I had a really good time. We were laughing. And I just really connected. I really like her. I'm hoping that this is beginning of a beautiful friendship, you know? So that's how I spent my 4th of July. And then the next day I was like, oh yeah, I'll go to another yoga class. I stayed my behind right where I was. But I did go to my regular classes after that on Saturday, and Sunday I didn't go to my regular ones. I went to a different one. Anyway, so keeping it on the Danessa Myricks tip, I'm going to use one of her Blurring Balm Flushed. Let's use Rosé and Brunch. I was gonna wipe this off and use the same brush I've been using. That's why, like, do you have brushes that you feel like you can use for everything? Here's the shade. What I might do, actually, you only need a little bit with her products. Sometimes I forget. A little flush to the cheeks there. And I think what I'm going to do is put one of her lowlighters on top. So those are pretty new. They came out in May. I think it was right before the makeup show, so I got them. And I think I will go in with Unbothered. Now, they're not highlighters, they're lowlighters, which I prefer because I actually don't like a really bright highlight. I just like a little something that you could really barely see. I know some people like Jan and Nikki and Dawn are so into highlighter, and I'll be like, guys, I put some on, and they're like, where? Whatever. Okay, Now, I am going to do another video, a different video, where I do my eye makeup. So I'm going to end this here, and I'll come back and wrap it all up. I think what I will also do is I'll be sure to use one of her products for the lips. Yeah. And I probably won't use like my Colorfix and my, what is it called? Groundworks, or even her other, the Lightworks. I probably won't use those for my eyes, only because I'm gonna use something else. But if I wasn't, I would do it, okay? But I'm gonna be right back, and I'll have everything put together, and it'll have like settled in, you know, it'll have marinated, and I think it'll all have just like, you know, this. So here's the finished look. For my lips, I went in with the It Girl Blurring Balm Flushed, and I just added a bit of a lip liner to go with it. You should be able to see this look in the previous video, I hope. It is my Copy Kitty video with my good girlfriend, Jan Van. So let me know what products you have from Danessa Myricks. Are there ones that you love? Are there ones that you don't love? I love the Blurring Balm, hands down. That's my favorite out of her complexion products. And then, of course, I love the Groundwork palettes, especially the neutral one. I would say those are my top from her brand. But let me know what you have and what you like, what you don't like. Anyways, I hope that some of this was helpful, and I also hope that you are continuing to take care of yourself. I would love it if you liked the video, and I would love it even more if you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.